Hi guys, and welcome to episode 2 of our Relocate series. Today we are in a beautiful tree-lined neighborhood with extreme depth of history, amazing real estate, all the amenities. Today we come to you from Kerrisdale, Vancouver. So Kerrisdale has a northern border along West 37th Avenue between Blenheim and Laburnum, a western border of Blenheim Street, an eastern border of Cypress Street with a couple of jogs along the way, and of course a southern border along West 49th, jogging down as deep as West 57th Avenue. Hi guys, as we always start, we're going to start with the history, and there's plenty of it here in Kerrisdale. The first point we're going to go with today, in 1903, the oldest point, a young gentleman named Frank Bowser purchased 10 acres of land at 44th and McDonald for a whopping $50 an acre. Now moving on up to 1905, beautiful Kerrisdale was given its name. I'm going to leave that little breadcrumb for you, and you're going to have to Google just how and who was able to accomplish that one. Next on the list, 1912, Wilson's Road was given tracks, streetcar tracks, from the boulevard all the way to Dunbar. Wilson's Road, now known as West 41st Avenue. I bet you didn't know that one. And then in 1920, we went from the boulevard the other way to Granville, getting us access from Kerrisdale onto that Granville line directly into downtown Vancouver. Now for the Kerrisdale Business District. From 1904 to 1912, that business district composed of a general store, a post office, one meat market, a hardware store, and naturally, a real estate office. Then in 1912, Mr. Bowser came back building the Bowser Block. That building still stands today and houses the Bank of Montreal. And regarding the amalgamation that we discussed last week, Kerrisdale, along with Point Grey, Dunbar, and Southlands, joined South Vancouver and Vancouver to form the new Vancouver as we know it today, January 1st, 1929. Now, since the good old days, the business district of Kerrisdale has, of course, expanded. We now start at Larch Street and go all the way up to Maple. And then we've got a second district which bisects that, which runs West Boulevard from 37th to West 49th. Now, also on West Boulevard, we've got the Kerrisdale Community Center, which additionally houses an indoor swimming pool and Vancouver Public Library. And additionally, built in 1949, on the other side of West 41st, we've got Cyclone Taylor Hockey Arena, which in 1954 was used in the Commonwealth Games as the wrestling venue. Now for the final amenity of this neighborhood that we're going to be discussing today. Do you remember Canadian Pacific Railway? We talked about them last week. They owned almost all of Southlands. Well, the City of Vancouver purchased the ARBUTUS corridor from them not too long ago, and the ARBUTUS corridor runs top to bottom, bisects the entire neighborhood, and they turned that into the ARBUTUS Greenway, which we now know and love as the pedestrian walking and bike path, a local favorite. Okay guys, now for schools, a very important topic, of course. We've got Kerrisdale and Quilchena Elementaries, both French immersion. We've got the Kerrisdale Annex. We have got McInnes Elementary and Maple Grove Elementary Schools in Kerrisdale. Okay guys, now for high schools where the real memories are made. We've got 3. Behind me here, we've got Point Grey. This one was built in 1929. Yonder we have McGee, originally built in 1912. I need my notes here. And Crofton House, the private girls' school down the road, originally built in 1898, if you can believe it. And to top off amenities, of course, the parks. We've got 3 big ones here outside of all the school parks. We've got Kerrisdale Centennial Park, we have got Malcolm Park, and we have Elm Park, where we started the video. Let's jump into the real estate. Hi guys, and now for the fun part, now for the real estate. So we're gonna go a little ways back as well on this segment with a bit of history. In 1902, the Johnson family built a house where Crofton House currently stands. I don't know if it's still there as a caretaker's house, but as we've just learned as well, Crofton was built in 1898. So that's a conundrum that we're gonna have to Google ourselves. Now in 1903, the McInnes family built at 2941 West 42nd. Unfortunately, this is now a Vancouver special as of the 60s. Not that we don't love those, but going back, there were some very, very turn of the century old homes, very few of them still remaining. Now, 2958 West 42nd is still standing, and that, by city records, was built in 1918. And that was the oldest I could find that's still up and doing its thing. If you can find older, please comment in the section below. I'd love to know. Now, the last census for the area was 2016, and back then there was 13,795 people living right here in Kerrisdale, Vancouver. And households at that time were 49% English speaking and 35% some dialect of Chinese speaking. Now, there's 4,646 homes currently located in Kerrisdale, Vancouver, and 5,712 condo units in the area. Now, our census numbers again are on the older side of things, but just to give you an idea, as of 1992, I think I was in grade 3, 50 structures in Kerrisdale were on the Vancouver Heritage List, which is quite impressive. Now for architecture, we've got the traditional Tudor, we've got some amazing Spanish colonial, and you bet those were some of those heritage homes located in the area as well. Love seeing those retained heritage aspects of architecture past. And of course, we've got the ever so loved modern and ultra contemporary West Coast contemporary style of architecture popping up all over the neighborhood, especially down in those huge lots to the south. Now, for current active real estate listings in the area, we've got lot sizes from 4,300 square feet all the way up to 22,695 square feet. And we've got purchase prices active at $2,050,000 on the low side to $28,888 million on the high side. Now, for sold listings in the past 24 months, we have $1,875 million on the low end, and $17 million on the high end. And lot sizes, we've got 3,400 square feet all the way up to a beautiful half acre at 23,000 square feet. So much similar to Southlands, we've got very traditional size lots and then the huge oversized estates here in Kerrisdale, Vancouver. And that's it, guys. That's Kerrisdale, Vancouver, another most desired neighborhood here deep on the west side. If you've got any questions about the real estate in this area, of course, contact me direct at your convenience. And I look forward to the next episode of Relocate with Jay McInnes and the Sharp Real Estate Group.